welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa and today I am going to be doing a September paycheck #1 budget. I am at my parents' house. I just got done filming the monthly budget, but doing both in one video would have been super long. So now I'm gonna do the paycheck budgets part of the budgeting. So if you're new to budgeting, I am paid every other week. And so I am a paycheck budgeter. So what I'm going to do is look to see when my paycheck is, which it's tomorrow is the day that I get paid. My next paycheck is on the 16th. So I am going to be paying the bills that are due between the 2nd of the month and the 15th. I'll just put a smiley face there. So anything here is what is going to be included. So let's start. I've just got like a blank piece of copy paper, nothing special. I don't know how I'm going to be doing my budgets going forward. Since my printer is broken, I can't print out any forms. So I may just go back to what I love, which is the Clever Fox dotted, I can't remember if it's the dotted journal or the dotted notebook, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, all you really need is a blank piece of paper, scratch piece of paper, it doesn't matter. Back of an envelope from junk mail, whatever you can get your hands on, and a pen or a pencil, that's all you need. So let's just put up here September. And this is paycheck #1, and that is from the 2nd through the 15th. The first thing I'm going to do is write down all of the bills that are due. Now, I like to set aside half of my rent every single paycheck. And my rent, which includes the water bill, the trash bill, and the internet, is $640, and I'm gonna set aside half. So half of the rent is $320. And then the electric bill is going to be due within this 2-week period. And since I kind of went off the rails, these last few weeks, I don't have half of that amount set aside, but usually I would set aside half for that, but I'm gonna have to make that up down here. So half of my rent is $320, and then I have Hulu, because that's on the 2nd, and that's $20. Now, I like to do things in whole numbers, just for simplicity, but do what works for you. Renter's insurance is $50. I mean, it's really like $49 and some change, but I don't, I just let the change accumulate. Then I have Amazon, and Amazon is $15. We have the electric bill, and I'm gonna budget $270. It should start going down because it is getting cooler, but I'm gonna do worst case scenario. And I didn't write how much Netflix was. Netflix is $20. And last is Netflix. So these are my fixed expenses. It's the same every single month with the exception of the electric bill. So let's total up my fixed expenses. So we've got $320 plus 20 plus 50 plus 15 plus 270 plus 20 is $695. Okay. Then we have cash envelopes, and I think I'll put them over here. So I'm gonna have my groceries. I'm budgeting $100 per week. There's 2 weeks in this paycheck, so that's gonna be $200. Then I am going to have spending money for myself, and that is going to be $40. And then my daughter gets $80 a week, and so that's gonna be $160. Gas for my car is going to get $20. And last is the lawn, and he'll come one time to mow, and that's $75. So let's add that up. 200 plus 40 plus 160 plus 20 plus 75 is $495 for cash expenses. And I forgot to mention, I'll put it up here, my income is $1,500. All right, so now I've got my cash expenses, and next is going to be my sinking funds. And I have just a couple sinking funds. I have Christmas, I have fur babies, I have car maintenance, and car insurance. So for each one of my sinking funds, I'm just doing $25 a week just to keep it easy. So each one of these is going to get $50, which is a total of $200 for sinking funds. And then for savings, because I'm debt-free, I am contributing to a Roth IRA, and that is going to be a $230 contribution. And the current goal that I'm working towards, because I'm debt-free, is a new home. And so every other penny that I have is just going to go into savings for to go towards that goal. So let's go ahead and take my income of $1,500 plus, no, not plus, minus fixed expenses of $695 minus $495 for cash expenses minus $200 for sinking funds. Uh-oh, I only have $110 left. What am I going to do? Well, let's see here. What can we do? Because this happens. Okay, so let's see here. I guess for my rent, I don't really need to do half, because I can do half of my rent here, and then half of my rent here, and then I'm gonna do half of the electric here, and then half electric there. And that should get me caught up. So I'm gonna have to rework this. So I don't have enough money for everything. So I'm gonna have to make some changes. So the change that I'm gonna have to make is not setting aside half of my rent. So let's rework this. So I had $695, and I'm gonna take away $320. Let's do this the right way. $695 minus $320 is $375. Now, if that wasn't an option for you and you didn't have enough money for everything, then you would have to start making some decisions. Like, can I do with less than $200 worth of groceries? And I would also say to my daughter, like, do you really need $80 a week, or can we cut that back so that I could still do my Roth IRA contribution? Or maybe I don't contribute to one of my sinking funds or two of them or all of them. You just have to make a decision as to how you're going to make the numbers work. I know that these things I have to pay. Like that, these are not an option. They're due, they need to be paid. I need food, gas. Do I need spending money? No. Do I want spending money? Yes. But I could, in theory, like I could knock the groceries down. I could remove spending. I can do with the gas that I currently have in my car and probably knock that out. And maybe I just don't ask the guy to come mow and we skip this time. And then, you know, I could always take away from sinking funds. So give yourself some options if you're able. So now I'm gonna have to rework this. So, okay, going back to my income is $1,500, subtracting $375, subtracting $495, and 200. So that leaves $430, and I'm gonna subtract my Roth IRA contribution, which is automatic, by the way. Leaves me savings of 200, which is good. And I'm not really worried about, again, not setting aside half of the rent because I do have these other 2 paychecks that I can make that up another day. So this is, though, my September paycheck #1 budget. And again, I just used my calendar that I had already filled out to figure out what bills are due, allocated my cash, sinking funds, and my savings goals. If you don't have savings goals and you're paying off debt, you would use this, you know, write down extra debt payments with whatever you have left over. But I think that is everything for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm so glad to be back filming. I've missed you guys so much. And I'm super pumped about videos because I was able to take a break and like really decompress. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel. And I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you're at. Bye.